This is a podcast.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Fresco.
And it's your boy Flaw 700.
And we are the Podcast Brothers, and we right back at you with episode 70.
Hey, son, it felt like we was in episode 60 through 69 for 60 days.
Nah, it did feel like that.
It felt like we was doing episode 60-something forever. But we back at episode 70, 30 episodes away from 100. 100 episodes from the Podcast Brothers, man.
It'll be 2 years in June, too.
2 years in June. 30 episodes. We might hit that at the end of the year, probably, depending on what we got going on, man.
100?
100.
Yeah, we're going to hit 100. But it's January. I think we're going to get more than 30 in this year.
Yeah, well, we should get 52, but depending on the way this laptop be working. You know what I mean?
And barring you don't piss me off again and we ain't got to take no break.
It's... Hey. Hey, as y'all can hear, we got a packed house. Before we introduce the guests, I just want to let y'all know I got this dope Podcast Brothers t-shirt on, and you can too by shopping at www.poprosnetwork.com/PB-merch. Now, I know that's a lot.
I love that product placement.
I know that's a lot. The link will be in the description. Holla at your boys. Now, let's get into it, man. We got a guest. We got guests in the building.
We got a building full of homies, man. Everybody, a room full of talented individuals that come together like goddamn Voltron, man. And they all work in a common cause.
A friend of ours brought a bunch of friends of his. I worked on that before y'all got here. A friend of ours.
How long did it take you?
Yo, you know when you come out with an idea, you're like, damn, that's good. I can't wait to use that.
I think he really jumped up and reacted that way when he had that light bulb moment.
A friend of ours brought a bunch of friends of his. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a returning guest, Fvt Gzus.
Fvt Gzus in the building.
Yes, I'm back.
What's good, my guy?
What's going on, man? How y'all doing?
We doing great, man. Appreciate it. You was hounding me. You said, yo, what's good? You said you was hounding me, and I like that. I like that. Nothing wrong with it. But you brought some of your label mates.
Yes.
All right, man. You wanted to do some?
Like I was telling you before, the last time we was here, I'm working on a label.
Yeah.
I brung some of those pieces with me.
Yeah.
We have... Do y'all want to introduce yourself? Y'all want me to be honest? Let me just get out the way and have them speak for themselves.
All right. While you got the mic, you might as well introduce yourself since you're there, yeah.
All right. My name is Q. I'm the lead singer or lead vocalist for the band that is Cool Ass Nobody. And I do a lot of stuff. Like I'm like a poet, a rapper, artist, painter, clothing designer. I'm like a millennial. I'm the definition of millennial.
I like you niggas. I like you millennial niggas. I see y'all on TV.
Wait, what? That sounded so bad when you first said
that. I don't like.
I like you niggas. Like what?
You can't label a millennial nigga like they do everything.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Nah, that's a fact.
That's some like them niggas taking over TV, man. Okay, my bad.
No, you're good. I'm Reese, also known as Reese. I'm a singer and writer and lead vocalist and writer of Down to Mars, which is my group. Repping for my bandmate who can't be here right now because she's in school doing her thing.
Nice.
So
Get that education, girl.
Okay. She got to be the scholar because I was the dropout. So. But we met in college, so it was cool. For a hot second.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Right. No, look, I wasn't me. But
Fuck that.
I sing, I write, I play bass. I'm also a photographer. And I play like a few other instruments. So I dabble with the viola and the piano.
Wow.
Every once in a while. So.
Walking orchestra over here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's what I'm saying. It's like
what's up.
Back in the day, I used to just rap. You niggas do everything.
Can you keep referring them as them niggas, man? It just sounds
You
so
niggas.
It just sounds so bad.
It's for the culture. That's
Yo, millennials, but millennials use nigga more than.
It's just it's just the way you say.
Am I tricking? Am I bugging though?
You niggas,
millennial niggas.
Like he said,
Y'all
like,
use niggas.
You know what I mean? Like
I
you.
probably said the same.
It
like
shit sound
might
mad
be a
derogatory to
perfect
me when he said I don't. Maybe I'm tripping because I'm high as fuck. So maybe I ain't tripping. What the fuck?
He pointing out that you said niggas are eyes, right?
I mean, I was for Hillary.
That's like pulling your black card.
I was for Hillary.
Like, who you vote
We don't even call him by his name. We call him 45 on the show, man.
Definitely pulling your black
Matter of
card.
fact, introduce yourself.
That's funny.
Matter
as
of fact,
hell.
Malik, since you got the mic, you go. Yeah, while you rotate, there you go. What you eating? The Snickers?
What up?
Talking to the mic, Malik. You over? He was falling asleep before everybody else got here.
Yeah, I was early. That's what happens, you know.
I can feel you. I feel you though.
Malik, aka Afro. Do a lot. I do it all. A little poetry, a little writing, some martial arts, draw. Not well, but I enjoy it.
When's the last time you knocked the nigga clean the fuck out?
Clean out.
Clean out. Like
It's been a couple years.
yeah. Left
been a
hand or
couple
right
years.
hand? Your favorite?
My favorite left hand.
All right, let me in the
What
fiend real
happened
quick.
over the right.
Let me in the fiend. Me, I work out, right? It's a hater. I work out.
I don't know.
When you work out, people automatically leave you alone. You understand? So you martial arts. When people know what you do, they kind of back off.
You know what? It's an odd blend. Like, people tend to just give me respect. I don't know. I feel like it's the way I carry myself now. But once a person finds out you fight, you get the mix of either, oh, I don't want no problems, or these tough guys that haven't ever had a fight, or maybe it's been a long time.
Really?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Oh man, you new nigga, something else.
I'm telling you.
Listen, if I happen
Because
to
normally,
if I happen to get into an altercation with somebody who just happens to know martial arts, and I find out in the midst of me like cursing this nigga, hey man, what the fuck you up, nigga? What's wrong? And he like pulls some shit, I'm gonna apologize.
Yo, that
Yeah.
it comes
I'm
quick.
gonna apologize.
It'll be like, yo, he boxed.
He
Man,
boxed.
I'll shoot that nigga.
Well,
Like, oh.
that's what they say.
That's what they say.
because we got to be tough. Hey, you want problems too, old man?
Comes immediate.
No. No.
yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck. You know how niggas like to act like they can, like if they get into a random fight, they act like they can fuck everybody. I ain't been in the fight since like 8th grade, bro. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen if I got to throw these hands. I really want to avoid these problems. So if I have to, I'm hoping the first one knocks you the fuck out. After that, you know, that's pretty much all I got. That's pretty much all I got. Because I can't. All right, I got you.
My name Manikin. I'm a fashion connoisseur. How do you say that shit?
You drunk, Luda?
Nah,
Connoisseur.
I had that word like how you.
I do it all the time.
That word in my head.
Oh, you had it in your head? I'm going to be on the podcast. Let me learn this word.
I'm a fashion influencer. I'm
Gotcha.
a fashion designer, wardrobe stylist. My company is called Manikin. Follow me on Instagram, Manikin Mob.
We're going to have all your links.
I like that jacket.
Yeah.
Thank you. I made it.
Yeah, that's
It's one of
fire.
my pieces. Yeah.
Word?
Yeah.
You the first nigga I seen outside. I was like, cause y'all was outside. Nah, I walked upstairs. I walked upstairs. I walked up. Am I using the N-word too much for y'all?
Nah, it's just the way. Mad aggression just on. You was the first nigga I seen outside.
Nah, what? I mean, I can. Yeah, that's why I use this.
Right.
The sequence detailing is.
Yeah.
It's my pop. Like, you know, like.
That's
it's all
your
about making a
trademark.
Statement. Yeah, so it's all about making a statement. So sequence, I throw that shit everywhere.
So you close, no music?
I do music. Yeah, I do music. I have a way with words. So like, I do rap.
Okay.
I don't know what you want to call that shit. I just spit. Like,
Okay.
Ah, he do what he
I just
do.
get down with my bad self. Okay, gotcha.
I can dig it, man. All right.
That's dope to have a secret weapon.
So that's part of the team. This is not every member of this.
We ain't even scratched the
this
surface
unit.
of the team.
This is just some of the individuals who operate in this Voltron unit that they got working.
Yeah, this is not even the tip of the iceberg. We have two of the cool ass nobodies here. We have one half of Down to Mars here. We have Manikin here. He speaks for himself. He do the music, the fashion, everything.
You talking about the shop?
Yes.
The shirt?
Tell them about the shop.
Yeah. So me and my best friend,
They're not gonna hear you on that side. Yeah, these mics is like one dimensional. You got to be like right here. That's just how they make it. So talk. Where you see the plan of that? You see it right there. You good?
Oh, I see the shit. All right, perfect. So yeah, I have my own showroom downtown Trenton, 132 East Hanover Street at the House of High End. Me and my brother with my best friend. We have a boutique, and I'm also have my custom design studio and our styling services there. So if you ever want to be snatched and slayed, you don't want to look a mess, come and see me. I got you.
That's what it is.
You don't look
You don't want to
Fire.
snatch.
I'm like
Feel
that.
me? I can dig it.
But yeah, this isn't even the tip of the iceberg. We have a lot more members. I want to wish my brother, you know, the second mind in this whole, you know, Kon'Trast thing. Want to wish him well. He got the flu and pneumonia right now. So
Kev got pneumonia.
yeah, Kev got pneumonia right now, so he's really under the weather. so I'm gonna wish him get well.
I heard this has been killing us.
He been drinking beer, light, and Henny. So
I've been hearing the flu been killing like 100 people a week.
And Fvt Jesus, you just celebrated a birthday?
yes, Tuesday was my birthday.
Happy belated, man. Happy belated,
What'd
man.
you do
20
for your
bigs.
birthday?
What
you do for your
20
birthday?
bigs.
The same thing I do every day, man. I just chill with the homies. Just chill with
You
the
get
homies
anything
and
cool?
my lovely lady.
You get anything cool?
Did I get anything cool?
Yeah.
A few cool things. I got a robe. I got a cool
Nice,
ass robe.
nice. Is it soft?
Yo, bro,
Yo, ain't nothing like a
having
soft ass robe, dog. Ain't nothing like a soft ass robe, dog.
Soft as fuck.
Yeah.
Man, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. You ready to jump into it?
Yeah, normally we do how our weeks were, but fuck all that.
Fuck it.
Let's get into our fresher fiascos, man, where we ask a question and y'all say whether it's fresh or fiasco, why, and why not. Fresh fiasco. Sex robots only have sex when they're in the mood. Fresher fiasco.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Really?
Sex robots.
So the robot got to be turned on, like
So
not just like a button turned on, but like actually aroused.
If she doesn't want to, she won't have
It's a
sex with
fucking
you.
robot. They're not supposed to have feelings. You're supposed to do what the fuck I tell you to.
For the
The robot.
for the risk of sounding misogynistic, what was the point in buying her?
That's where I'm at with it too. Like without sounding like sexist or whatever. Like whatever.
No, that's exactly what it's about to sound like because that's what it's for.
It's not a gender. It's just
It's a robot.
But it's a woman.
Yeah.
But it's a toy.
It's not a woman. It's
I
a
get
robot.
you. I get you. But I know. Well, I get you. But what I'm saying is, they built these. Allegedly, they built these robots. For example, I just read that the male robots, are going to make men extinct because what they will do is spoil and cater to every woman's needs.
The female robot going to do the same thing because if every nigga buy
How are
that,
they going to end anything?
Do they also produce semen that makes babies?
I mean,
Yeah,
women.
like are they making robot babies?
Is it like a turkey baby?
It might be next.
shit sound like Terminator in this
It
bitch,
might
man.
do. It could be next.
Shit sound like Terminator.
Do they have like a amount of sperm
Okay,
that they
picture
already
this.
come with?
Picture this. The vibrator now can treat you right. Think about it that way. That's how they get down anyway.
I'm looking at it like
You know
that
why?
from the perspective of the
How is
woman.
it treating you?
I'm looking at it like that.
It caters to your needs. Yes, dear. How was work?
Look, it's the same. It's the same perspective. If every man in the world was to get the female robot, like the population would fucking suffer because ain't nobody putting up with the extra shit no more. Niggas just getting their rocks off in a robot and that's it. Ain't nobody having no motherfucking babies.
We're looking at the last niggas here.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
Funny as hell.
It's a fiasco. If I pay $7
rap.
grand, for something, don't tell me no.
The booty $7,000?
Oh, it's like $7 grand.
You wildin', son. You wildin'.
like,
That's a crazy.
Yeah, get in there. Get in there.
Just slide the mic over.
Right.
How do you feel about the price of vagina dropping? That's the question here.
The price of vagina dropping.
Because that's what the fuck is happening. Like,
Okay,
That
so
was crazy right now.
the whole purpose of this robot, I'm assuming, is to have some sexual pleasure, right?
yeah.
What's the point of having a robot if it gonna tell you no? That's just some female shit right there, you know?
You can actually beat your robot up. Like, you can't go to jail for that. Like, bitch, what?
I think that's all coming.
I mean, but what's the point? Like, you know what I mean? You might as well get the real thing if you...
You don't think that like a domestic law?
Yeah. All of that is on its way. All of that is coming.
Yeah, it don't
You can't
start off
mistreat
initially.
your robot.
It takes the
Domestic
wrong
violence
steps
on
to
your
make
sex
laws.
toy.
I got a question.
Yeah.
You good. Yeah.
All right. So, like, can you buy like a child? No, this is weird, but like, can you buy like a child woman size one? Is this going to cater to all the sexual preferences?
Child woman? What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean
Like
child
midget?
woman, like a child.
Yeah.
Sex,
What you just
child sex doll. Like I'm saying, this is going.
wait. A child
I'm serious. Like this is kind of weird. So like
for pedophiles?
it's a weird question only because like
Okay.
this
Like,
sex,
you saying how
Well,
far is it going to go?
right? Like
You know
a
what I'm saying?
sex doll is weird. yo,
Yeah.
like-
I don't think so because that would have to be approved. You understand? Like, why would you make a child sex doll?
why would you make an adult woman sex
Or,
doll?
but they might do it to keep them away from the children.
I was thinking about that with this shit too, even with the robots. What if it like prevents
Exactly.
more
That's
like
what I'm
more
saying.
rapes?
That makes
You know what I'm
more
saying? Or
sense
it
than
prevents
that.
the amount of rapes that happen because the rape niggas got fucking dolls and they keeping their freak asses in a house and stop
Right?
touching people.
Doesn't that
Like
sound
people
like
who
that sounds
rape are
better
cheap.
than like them going out and
Don't
touching
pay for
kids?
Right.
prostitutes.
You got a point there. Huh?
It's
What
weird.
you say?
I'm saying I feel like people who rape are cheap Because they're out there just grabbing the pussy instead of paying for it.
45 style.
Well, see,
You know what I mean?
as far as rape go, I don't think they got common sense. So I don't think they're going to like take a sex toy and say I don't got to rape a person no more. I think that the rape.
I pay a few stacks and get this
She
pussy.
said they on a budget.
This is gonna be a good episode.
So
like this one.
We all agree that it's a fiasco.
It's definitely a fiasco.
Definitely a fiasco.
Don't, bitch. Do what I say. Even if you got free will, if I give you $7,000, do what I say. Fuck that.
All right. Fresher fiasco number 2. Monique wants us to boycott Netflix because she's being lowballed. Example.
No.
For her stand-up comedy, for her stand-up showcase, they offered her $500,000. I don't know what Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, Amy Schumer, who's the other guy? Chris Tucker. I don't know how much they got, but she thinks that she belongs in that ballpark. Fresher fiasco, Monique wanting us to boycott Netflix.
Fiasco. Super fiasco.
Why is it a fiasco, Q?
It's a fiasco because not to say that she doesn't deserve to ask for what she asked for, but to compare herself to people who are tremendously better.
She's an Oscar.
Yeah,
She's an Oscar winner.
She got an Oscar for being in a supporting role.
Damn. And it wasn't comedy. Damn. And it wasn't a comedy.
And it wasn't a comedy. No.
And I mean, let's look at the first two people that you named, Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock.
Right.
Okay. Monique is doing her own, her own thing. She have a TV show, to the last of my knowledge, movies, all the other shit. But what was the last stand up that we saw from her? Queens of Comedy. That's like
the last movie she played in was
that's
Fat
like
Girls?
D.L. Hughley wanting a nigga to boycott Netflix because they ain't pick up his stand up.
That's true.
DL.
Like DL, I like DL,
Right.
but don't ask for Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle money.
Don't ask for Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle money if you're D.L. Hughley.
And then
You don't like DL Hughley?
Nah.
What?
Nah.
Yeah, he don't like it.
DL Hughley is funny.
But wait, not only on top of
He's
that,
not funny, dog.
not only,
But he was funny on the Breakfast Club.
but not only
He
that
was.
though, but don't take your personal vendetta and make it, and don't try to use us to, you know what I'm saying, fuel your reasons why you didn't get paid. Like Netflix didn't do anything to me. You know what I'm saying? Like you just didn't get paid.
Yeah, I say fresh because fuck those corporations. They ain't done nothing for us.
There you go.
Except entertain us and keep us preoccupied with bullshit.
You wanted them
I'm
niggas.
with you.
So
Yeah.
That's what we wanted.
You wanted them
Yeah,
niggas.
I'm one of them.
Fuck the system.
That's why I'm quiet over here.
Yeah, because you got a lot to say.
are you not entertained?
But that's exactly what I wanted for. So
But I'll say this:
just bullshit. But you're right though.
I ain't trying to.
no, yeah, he is right.
In the
but
same
I mean,
breath,
this
that's the same corporation that gave Dave his just desserts for having integrity
Right.
and saying
This
no.
is true.
We just
Fuck.
gave him a high five for giving Dave Chappelle $60 million. Damn, $60 million.
get mine
That
from
is
How much they paid Will Smith for break?
I mean, that's 60. That's 60 million.
I want to
Yeah.
my people rally against it.
That's like me going to my job right
And
now.
think of it. That's 60
Not like-
million, and Dave Chappelle with that 60 million gave us four different pieces of stand-up.
And that last one was
that are all classic.
that last
And
one
they
was
all
fire.
speak to him, like literally what he's been going
The
through.
shit he said about
like, 60
Kaepernick.
million
but, like,
for four. That's
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm giving you
Story more
5K.
compelling,
I'm
bro.
giving you 500K.
Sorry,
for one.
sorry, Monique. We're gonna go fiasco.
Yeah, we gonna go fiasco on that one, baby.
I got a 4K TV right there, and only Netflix plays 4K content. I need my Netflix. I'm sorry. And one more thing about it, on a serious note, she's trying to make this a black thing. This Me Too thing only works when all women are affected women. If this was just about black
Right.
women, there'd be
It's
no
just
Me
about
Too.
her.
I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. It's just about her not getting paid the amount she thinks. Bitch, I think I should get paid more at work too. You want to hear me asking niggas quit they fucking job? Like
yo,
you feel me?
yo, I think I should get paid more. We all should leave.
I just
Right.
a raise.
The fuck, nigga?
Walmart,
You on your own,
nigga.
my nigga. Fuck
Raise
out of
me.
here. Like, fuck out of here.
All right.
I don't have a problem with my
Hey, look, I like my job, dog. You feel me?
Fresh,
I'm good.
fresher fiasco number 3.
Bank account not happy. What are you talking about?
Bank account.
Yo,
not
he hot. Yo, he
Man's
Y'all
not
got him
hot.
in his bag.
My bank account moody.
My man's not hot.
All right.
Now it's a black people problem. Now we all mad.
Fresher fiasco number
Who's
3.
rich?
Fresher fiasco number 3. Ja Rule and 50 Cent are at it again. 18 years later.
Fresh. This is thug life at its finest. Fuck niggas for life. Nigga, I don't like you. Fuck you forever. Ja Rule tweeted this morning. Fun hip hop fact. at 50 Cent is a pussy. Out the blue. I said, yep. That's what I'm talking about. Once you don't like a nigga, keep the same nigga you always got. Fuck that.
Here's my thing with Ja Rule and 50 Cent.
Murder.
When 50 Cent first came on the scene, allegedly, he was poked, shot, jumped, beat up, and nobody cared. 50 Cent went on to be white people's super thug.
Very true.
Very true.
I super agree with that.
Right. Even if Ja Rule told the truth about him beating 50 up, wasn't there. Nobody cared. 18 years later,
said that.
Jeffrey, nobody cares. 50 hot right now.
Ain't never hurt nobody.
50 hot right now. Power just won a bunch of NCAA awards. Then the Thieves dropped today. What else? I mean, he just got hundreds of $1 million.
50
Then the Thieves.
Then the Thieves,
I
yeah.
will say, even though I'm one of those people that's like, us black people need to unite,
Right.
work for each other and all that stuff. I'm here for hip hop beefs. Just for the culture.
Yeah.
It's like, as
It's
long
what
as
it
you're
is.
spitting bars. And it's like, and you're creating in that way, and it's like, all right, we got beef, but you making art out of it. I'm here for it. As long as nobody getting shot up, then that's a whole nother term.
What about a fist fight?
I'm more for a fist fight between Ja Rule and 50 Cent than a rap battle because both them niggas is washed. Like the shower head is on and it's hot.
50 got a hot record out, man.
Nah, my nigga, you lying.
That shit was Chris Brown.
If they
Damn,
Chris
look,
Brown.
he said Chris Brown, and that immediately just said, damn, nah.
The Romeo and Juliet joint you talk about?
Nah, he got another joint out.
Is it new?
Yeah.
I would love to see 50 Cent and Ja Rule in a fist fight, but every time 50 Cent and Ja Rule's in a fist fight, the lights turn off.
Yeah.
So every time
You heard what
they're
Yayo
fighting,
said? The lights flick.
Every time they're fighting, the lights cut
Yo,
off.
that's the
The knife
funniest thing
flicks
from
open
beef.
and then I
Yo,
get the poking.
I just get the knife and I got poking and the
And I just
poking and the
started-
poking.
You're not really, really ratty.
With a butter knife, though. You gotta,
butter
you
knife.
gotta say
And
that.
I'll
It was a
say this.
butter
Took
knife.
a butter knife and I should start poking.
You know how
And I'll
hard
say
you
this,
jab
right?
into the
50
skin
Cent,
with butter
50
knife,
Cent
bro?
was real animated when it came to Chris Brown and Soulja Boy fighting. So now, why don't you and Ja Rule get in the ring? Fight, like,
Listen, all I want to
Low-key,
know
Ja Rule
is...
might give him
I just
hands,
want to play
though.
devil's advocate right quick and speak on behalf of 50 Cent. I don't think he's really scared to throw the hands with anybody.
I don't
He
think-
fought Floyd Mayweather
I
in the
low key think
closet.
Ja Rule
He did.
give him the hand.
I don't think
He did.
I don't think he's.
He
I don't
did.
think he is either.
So-
What I want to know is,
Doing the same thing.
Ja Rule,
And we
do you
gonna
watch
hear
Power?
50 Cent side of the story.
Kanan.
I know you do, nigga.
Kanan is real life.
He do, and I think that's why all of these, beefs and everything that 50 Cent that's with 50 Cent's name is popping up.
Yeah.
Power. He just dropped the movie today, so of course he's going to have some run-ins with Diddy and some new run-ins with Ja Rule. I think this is all just part of a promotional rollout. Now it's fun for us to
Mannequin, what you
watch.
think, bro?
I'm telling you.
What you think? Man, if you don't take
Whoa,
your
Mannequin
ass
got to
over
get on the
there,
mic. Mannequin got to get on the mic. Spin it around. You all got to do is spin it around. It spins.
There you
This
go.
spins?
Yeah, spin it. Spin it
No,
to you
it's
facing.
right there. It's
All
right there.
Um,
Make in front of him.
Well, honestly, I don't listen to Ja Rule or 50 Cent. I haven't listened to 50 Cent since Get Rich or Die Trying. It's no shit.
Damn.
Yeah, I like Power
Okay.
though. But I agree with you. I like the rap beef kind of thing. It gives like people lyrics and shit to like spit at the people they ain't fucking with in the streets, or just if you like somebody, you know what I'm saying, like you got a team now, you can like be interested and looking forward to it. And plus, I'm sure they're making a lot of money off this shit, or they're gonna start based on everything that they do, because any tweet, as you said, you seen a tweet and you got excited. So
I did. I said shit.
feel
with
me?
That nigga.
Oh, yeah.
it's a branding.
Twitter was on fire. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
we had some laughs.
man, look.
I'm the troll on Twitter. Hey, yo, speaking of that, I tweeted Tamar Braxton and Birdman for having that weak ass record. I said, yo, I heard that Tamar Braxton and Birdman shit. That shit is trash.
Wait a minute.
This Tamar Braxton fan page retweeted me, was like, your hairline's trash.
Oh yeah, that's
Tamar Braxton and Bird.
No. Tony Braxton.
troll you,
Tony Braxton.
No, Tony Braxton, excuse me.
That's
Tony,
even worse. Tony Braxton and
And Birdman,
Birdman
bruh.
have a
They're together.
song.
trash.
They're in love.
Garbage.
They're together.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. You ain't know that?
That don't make
No,
the
I
shit.
did not know.
They're a
that.
couple. Yeah.
That don't
yeah.
make the song no goddamn
This
better.
reminds this is familiar. This reminds me of when he tried this with Tina Marie.
Birdman?
Yeah.
He was with.
Birdman
Y'all
was
don't remember this?
He signed Tina Marie.
Yeah.
He signed Tina Marie, but I didn't know they was together.
Signed Tina Marie because he was
Who
smashing.
signed Tina Marie?
Birdman. Signed Tina Marie to Cash Money Records. It was her last record label
Y'all
before
lying.
She was on Cash Money, but I just didn't know.
Cash Money Records before she died. This was her last
What, an
record
A&R?
label. Because they were smashing. This is what he do. He takes old
Birdman is a
R&B
legend.
singers.
He just went up in
Take
status.
old R&B
Not a music.
singers and tried to reinvent. I just hope Tony Braxton don't die at the end of this. I just wanted to conclude all of that with that.
Now, after you pack it up and stop
And wop, 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 wop. All right, that was our Fresco fiasco, man. We had a dope segment. That's it. We're going to keep it moving. We got a packed house. We got a lot to talk about, man. We got a packed house. And right now, we're going to get into Rick Ross, our hip-hop artist of the week. He turns 41 later on this month. He shares a birthday with another artist that we're going to save for next week, so I chose to go Rick Ross first. So let's get it, man. How do we feel Rick Ross? How do we feel about Rick Ross?
When's Ross' birthday?
The 28th.
January.
January 28th. Aquarius?
That's J. Cole and Rakim birthday.
Right, that's why I saved J. Cole for next week.
Oh, all right.
So, Rick Ross, what's our favorite album, song? Like, what's
Favorite
do we
Ross
like
album.
Rick Ross?
Favorite Rick Ross album. God forgive
Q,
me, I don't.
You don't like Rick Ross?
I don't like Rick Ross, but my favorite song by Rick Ross is Three Kings. Like, that's my favorite Rick Ross verse ever. And then, all right, the greatest song he ever made was the song with Kanye West, him, and I forget the third person.
Maybach Music 3, Maybach Music 4,
I think it's
2, Maybach Music 2.
Huh?
That was T.I. and Erica.
T.I. and Erica was Maybach
That
Music
was
3.
my song.
Yeah.
All right, so I like 2 and 3, but 2 is my favorite because
All of his Maybach music is good as hell.
But
One
Three
thing
Kings
album-
was definitely his best ever.
I got a song that can rival that one.
One
I like
thing
that song a lot,
one
but
thing
I would have
think
to argue
Ross
16
always
with Andre 3000.
116 ain't enough.
Yeah,
116 ain't
16.
enough
That's
for,
my favorite
Freemason
Rick
with
Ross
Jay-Z.
song.
But that's
Even though Andre made the shit.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's Ross song.
Freemason with Jay-Z as well.
That's fire as well.
How many?
Yeah.
I say mine
And
is
Joy with CeeLo.
Aston,
Oh, yeah.
Aston Martin music, so I like that vibe. It's just that
word,
vibe.
word.
Yeah.
It's smooth. He always picked the hottest beats.
I'm gonna go around the
production is
room
different.
and ask everybody what's their favorite Rick Ross album and
My
song.
man Malik said Diced Pineapples.
Oh, it's fire.
Can't go. He got some hits.
I mean,
Is
you
it-
can make the
is it
same
him?
argument. The same argument we just made for that not being that was 3 Stacks that made 16. Drake made.
I'm saying, is it really Ross or is it the people Ross has
Right,
with him?
It's his song. We gonna give it to Ross. Hey,
All right,
it's his.
I'm gonna go around the room and
That's
ask
like giving
everybody
it to
their
Khaled.
favorite
Is it
Rick Ross
Khaled's
joint.
song?
Well,
What you got?
Yeah, just because it's his song, you can't always give it to him because
Because we would give it to
he's good
Khaled
with
the same way.
Khaled.
No, that's
But,
it's a super fact. Favorite Rick Ross album and song.
Deeper Than Rap.
Yeah.
Deeper Than Rap
yeah.
right off the bat. Favorite song was I would say it's a song with Raphael Sadiq on Deeper Than Rap. What was that? Turn off the lights, turn off
Yeah,
the
that
lights,
jo-
take a ride with me. Yeah.
Damn, that was Raphael CD. I didn't know that.
He
Yeah,
had
that was Raphael Sadiq, yeah.
Favorite Rick Ross album and song.
I can't say album because I haven't heard them all, and I don't even know like all the albums that he has. But I fucks with Rick.
No, give me your funny as hell.
But I will say I like the track. What is it? Superfly with Neo.
Yeah.
His production is on point. He has a lot of smooth tracks, and that's the type of thing.
That's a fire track too.
Mellow.
Go ahead, Malik.
I also don't know any albums like that, but my favorite song that I feel comfortable giving him the credit on just all the way was Push It. That was my shit.
Push It to the Limit.
That was
That's my shit. Yeah.
Why
That's
you
that one.
Why you laugh so hard at this?
Because he knows. He knows.
8th grade.
Yeah, you know that's when I was listening to
But that's that one
that was
though.
the end of it.
It was like 9.
And Rick Ross slow rap. I was in the shower.
Don't know nothing about keys. Like, yeah, push it to the limit.
Oh, you ain't see Scarface?
No, I did see
Oh.
but for some reason I just thought
If he would have said no to that question, bro.
Push it to the left. I'll sway.
Push it to the left,
Hey, Q. Favorite Rick Ross song and album?
Favorite Rick Ross song is Three Kings still, and favorite Rick Ross album is Deeper Than Rap or Port of Miami. It's like a toss-up, but it might be more Deeper Than Rap. That's when I actually feel like he was rapping for real.
Okay. All right. Spin that mic around.
So I don't know any of his.
I was gonna ask me. I knew he was gonna say that shit. I knew he was gonna say that shit.
Yo,
But I do like Aston Martin music. I had an Audi at the time when it came out, so
Oh,
I
yeah, you
switched
was
it
good.
over. Yeah,
Right.
I was cruising.
All
with my
these
luxury.
music.
So I was stunting. Yeah, I was stunting. I was like, blasting it. And Chrisette Michelle, shout out to her because her vocals was everything. Yeah.
My favorite Rick Ross album is definitely God Forgives and I Don't. And my favorite Rick Ross song is Shameless off that same album. I love that fucking song.
I like Shameless the show, and every time I think of Shameless the show, I think of Shameless the song. Like that should be the theme song to Shameless.
The sample on that record and the production is all Ross too. It's nobody else. Just Ross. Yo, that record is flawless, dog.
Now,
Fire. Nope. Nah, go ahead. Go ahead. You good? Go ahead.
You good? Go ahead. Rick Ross got so many.
Rick Ross, Kanye West, Live Fast, Die Young.
I gotta Google that.
Yeah.
Yo, that's fire.
My favorite Rick Ross album is Deeper Than Rap, and my favorite song is Aston Martin Music. So it's a lot deeper than raps down here. So here's my question about Rick Ross. Right, he was a correctional officer who came to hip hop as a drug lord, right? And the people accepted him. Mace recently have come back. He was a pastor, and people aren't accepting him.
It's a big difference, though.
That's what I want to talk about.
Humongous difference.
What is the difference?
The difference is Ross didn't leave to go be a pastor or leave to go be a cop and then come back rapping about selling drugs.
And Wu-Tang never punched Ross in the face.
Who said that?
Nah, Mace definitely got punched in the face.
Oh, you're talking about
yeah.
Okay.
And then he
Wu-Tang
did
the reason why he turned into a
Walking
pastor.
around
And then
punching
Mace did it too many times. He was a rapper, then he's a pastor, then he came back to rap, then he went back to being a preacher, then he did it again.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
But here's why I say it's
Christian hiatus.
Here's why I say it's kind of the same thing. At one time, Rick Ross was the law, and then he makes his rap going against the law. Mace was a pastor, and his raps got curse words. It's the same thing. Aren't you contradicting who you were? Now, I'm not against Jobs. I'm not against Jobs. And apparently he used his correctional officer position to help do some things. This is what he said.
He could have still been selling drugs, being a CEO.
Now I understand exactly where you're coming from.
Okay.
Because I agree in a sense as well. Because I mean, if we're going to talk about Rick Ross, then we need to talk about Rick Ross. His name isn't even his.
Right. Okay. The nigga Rick Ross don't even want. I mean, like,
that's why he changed his name to Rose.
Real drug dealer.
But yeah, the whole Free Ray Ricky Ross and the content that he was rapping as Free Ray Ricky Ross. This was the real Free Ray Ricky Ross's life that he was rapping about. Now, did he give any type of homage, anything to him? No. He made it seem like it was his until somebody pulled the veil, like, nah, nigga, you're a correctional officer. But fast forward,
50.
Do he do that now? Nah. Since he got called out for being a correctional officer, we notice his content has changed. Now he talks about just what he's doing, being a baller ass nigga. We don't really want to hear that much. That's why we really don't listen to Rick Ross like that. And everybody went around the room and said the last great thing he did was either God Forgives I Don't or
Deeper Than Rap. Yeah,
because that's when we was getting
2009
that good content. Yeah. But yeah, it wasn't. It's not as accepted, and I think he acknowledged that it's not that accepted either. That's why he changed his content.
It's kind of like
it's just not.
It's kind of like we pick and choose. It's kind of like the 50 Cent Ja Rule thing.
And that as well. We do pick and choose.
We pick and choose. Kind of like you had a choice. You had a guy. We are biased, and we
politics.
pick who we like.
And it's at the point too. It was like where this information was revealed. At that point in his career, his fan base was already established. It's like, all right, I like the nigga music. If I find out that he had this particular position, it's not like, oh well, I got to get rid of all this Rick Ross music in my playlist. Like,
all right,
it's
so
already there.
So what you saying that if Mace does something fire, will y'all accept it?
If it's fire, it's fire. You can't deny good music.
It got to be fire though. Like
you can't deny good music.
Fire is high now.
Now it can't be the shit that he put out the disc Cam-Rom and we think is fire, or someone says it's fire, just because we ain't hear from Mace in a while. It's still not fire.
Yeah.
So you're saying that this was more like a shot to people more than fire?
Yeah.
I'm saying that it was more.
It was a Friday treat, kind of like this.
To people.
Twitter always lit on Friday.
Word is bond.
Cam-Rom put something out right after that got him that got Mace the fuck out.
Yo, because Cameron's diss was way harder.
Way
harder.
Y'all
It sounded like
the
a rapper,
first two
like
that I think I've ever heard say
rapping.
that. Like,
I thought
y'all the
both
only
of them
two.
was trash.
Y'all the only two I heard say that.
Both of them shits was trash. I said,
Yeah,
these
both-
old ass niggas.
Both of them were trash, but I mean, you
I'm like, come on, man. Y'all niggas still arguing
going
about
down the
same-
street, you got trash and you got recycle. You gonna say, hey, this recycle looks much more cleaner than the trash.
Yeah, it's true, but I was
funny.
I was over both of them niggas.
Blood. I was the funniest metaphor analogy.
Funniest one I come up
Yeah,
with.
that was funny. That was fucking funny.
All right, so that was our Rick Ross segment. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna keep y'all like we gonna be 41. I mean, celebrate your life, big boy. Like, yo, he coming at Birdman. Do y'all think he should stay out of the Lil Wayne Birdman situation? Like,
Nah, he should definitely come at somebody in that situation because Ross is Ross one of the few people who actually has the money to speak behind the things he say. So like if he really want like that, like you should get Lil Wayne out of his situation so Lil Wayne could do what Lil Wayne wants.
And I'm sorry, but Birdman's business is just
Birdman's business.
It might be
Jank
good
promoters,
business to him, but it's shit
Bro,
business to
he
everybody
got
else.
strings and
Birdman
bubble
is
gum.
really a shitty businessman. He could pull up on me.
And I
feel
But he got the bag.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, three of y'all.
Trio.
Oh, three.
And I kind of like that Rick Ross.
Podcast brothers.
I kind of like that Rick Ross is coming at him because what Rick Ross said was he looked up to Birdman. And so if your idol is really somebody who's not, like, you're really motion. It's really motion involved in it, I think.
That's why they say it's not really great to meet the people you idolize because they turn out not being people that you fucking like.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, motherfucker, I idolized you all this time. You a fucking asshole. Fuck you. Like,
I'm wasting
Shout
my
out
time.
to Tyler.
right? That's why. But
a whole
right, but that's why you don't put people on the pedestal
In real
because they
life.
human. You gonna fuck up just like I am. Just because you're in a prominent position don't make you no better. You're a person. So I ain't about to look at you with this glow in my eyes and shit. Like,
All right. So we're going to keep this episode moving. We're going to get into our dope and nope.
what we got up
But
though?
first I want to talk about last week's dope and nope. It came from Mo and C, and the name of the track was called Built Like
Shout
Me.
out to the homies Mo and C, man, out in China doing a goddamn thing, man.
The results are in. Drum roll, please. 57% said nope.
57% nope.
Wow.
Yeah,
57% wasn't feeling it.
it happens, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This week we have an artist from the label, Fvt Gzus. You want to introduce this record?
Yes. We got the homie Easy Machiavelli. This is I'm from New Jersey because the little homie is from New Jersey. You know what I mean? Trenton to be exact, just like all of us in this room today.
Yeah.
Nice.
And this is the anthem. You know what I mean? If you're from Jersey, whether it's North Jersey, South Jersey, Central Jersey, since that is a big thing, people don't know Central Jersey exists. I am baffled of that.
Yeah.
No matter where you're from, if you listen to this shit, you're gonna know exactly where you're from.
And to vote for this track, use hashtag PodBrother70, and we'll be right back.
Oh, strike. 09, 09, 6, 09, 09, 6, 09, 6, 09, 09, 6, 09, 6, 09. Yeah. I'm for New Jersey. I'm for New Jersey. I'm for New Jersey. Yeah, I'm for New Jersey. I'm for New Jersey. I'm for no what? Yeah, I'm for no what? I'm for New Jersey. I'm for New Jersey. I'm for New Jersey. Yeah. Wear a polo like a derby. Diamond shining like it's early. Up on both lanes while I'm swerving. Yeah, swerving. Yeah. To the young ones I'm encouraging. Yeah. Ballin' like I'm Kyrie Irving. Go to the diner to eat something nourishing. Yeah. Meet up in T-Town. Grabbing the brick out the rebound. My mouth so dirty, I'm sipping on lean now. Maximum dropping a key round. I'm for New Jersey. Baby just kiss me. I whip that white and I call it Chris Christie. I keep on whipping until my fist bleed. Selling that work faster than my new 6-speed. I'm for New Jersey. I cop that chicken, that shit coming crispy. Right on the side. She come with fries. And that shit got in my wrist bling. You know exactly what this mean. I'm for New Jersey. I'm from when niggas they bang with they gang and they aim at your range. Been a young nigga ain't never gon' change. Turn your bitch ass to a stain and then shoot if you swing. I'm for New Jersey. I'm for New Jersey. I'm for New Jersey. Yeah, I'm for New Jersey. I'm for New Jersey. I'm for no what? Yeah, I'm for no what? I'm for New Jersey. I'm for New Jersey. Yeah, I'm for New Jersey. Yeah. Wear a polo like a derby. Diamond shining like it's early. Up on both lanes while I'm swerving. Yeah, swerving. Yeah. To the young ones I'm encouraging. Yeah. Ballin' like I'm Kyrie Irving. Go to the diner to eat something nourishing. Yeah. Talk to me, nigga, you need a referral. I fucked your bitch in the borough. New OT bitch and she come over random. Had that little bitch and just fly out the tandem. Soon as she landed, she tryna roll like the Royce in the Phantom. Why she straight calling me handsome? Diamonds break dancing. She sucked my son off and swallow my grandson. I'm from New Jersey. Little girl named Madison. She gave me top and she live by the wop and we fuck right in Patterson. Run up and add again. I cannot fuck with Alyssa. She fuck with fish, but won't fuck with a fisher. You need a sponsor, well, let me assist you. Let me just do it. Let me assist you. Shack with the dunk, back with the pump. Act if you actin' a chump. Spitting that coke, it's a wreck for a bump. Cracking my lungs, she threw it back and I'm back in the buns. Mag, straight out the back in the back with the funds. Let that ass clap for me once. Let that ass clap for me once. Let that ass clap for me. We got the party pack. Remy and Henny run up in the store and cop all of that. Run up a check and got all it back. These hoes keep falling back, cause why? I'm from New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey. Yeah, I'm from New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey. I'm from New what? Man, I'm from New what? I'm from New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey. Yeah. Wear a polo like a derby. Diamond shining like it's early. Up on both lanes while I'm swerving. Yeah, swerving. Yeah. To the young ones I'm encouraging. Yeah. Ballin' like I'm Kyrie Irving. Go to the diner to eat something nourishing. Yeah. All of them girls. 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 Yeah. I'm from New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey. Yeah, I'm from New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey. I'm from New what? Man, I'm from New what? I'm from New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey. Yeah. Wear a polo like a derby. Diamond shining like it's early. Up on both lanes while I'm swerving. Yeah, swerving. Yeah. To the young ones I'm encouraging. Yeah. Ballin' like I'm Kyrie Irving. Go to the diner to eat something nourishing. Yeah.
And we are back.
Yeah.
That was Easy Mac with I'm From New Jersey.
Easy Machiavelli.
To vote for that track, use hashtag PodBros70. Fresco, what did you think of the track?
I thought it was a hot record. I think he sounds like the Migos. The way he raps, the flow is kind of like the Migos, but I like the Migos. I don't have nothing against them. I don't like listen to the albums, nothing like that, but they come on the radio, I fucking look, oh shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that it's a New Jersey hook and it's a New Jersey artist straight from the top. I mean, it's an anthem record. I think every place where you live, you always wish you had that place, that song on the radio. You hear whole shout out Brooklyn all day on the goddamn radio. It's like, damn, man, I wish I was from fucking Brooklyn just so I can get excited when I hear this shit when they come on. You know what I'm saying? But I like the record. I like the beat too. I like the beat. I like the way that the hook bends with the way the hook drops. So I'm gonna toss it a 7 out of 10.
All right.
Fucks with the record.
I know y'all think it's fire.
Yeah.
Do I gotta ask y'all?
No.
All right. To vote for that track on Twitter, use hashtag PodBros70.
Easy Mac.
All right, so let's get into it, man. Let's get into what we came here. This is Kon'Trast, the label. Am I correct? Yes. And this is only a smidge.
Just a little.
Sprinkles.
A sprinkle of the label and what it has to offer. Mm-hmm. So first, I want to interview Reese and Q. So what's going on? First off, like what, like your ages? Y'all are the millennials. Y'all the millennials. What's your ages?
I don't know. Well, go ahead.
Y'all like telling
you
your
are more
ages?
millennial than I am. So,
can I ask the question first? What's a millennial? So I can.
What year does this? What year does millennial start?
91.
Really?
91.
I was born. So what you want me to say?
91.
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
early, ain't it?
I mean, you could say 91, and I'd be like, all right. I don't
thought
really
it was
know.
2000.
I think Juvenile said it best. Like the 9.
Yeah, that sounds about. I thought that's what I was always under the
Anybody
impression
who
of.
kind of grew up in the change of the millennium, like was the age.
That's technology boom.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I consider.
So you don't have to be born in 2000, but if you just came of age, hit your puberty or whatever in 99, 2000.
When you were consciously aware of what was going on.
Okay, right.
You started to wonder what pussy felt like.
Okay.
If you don't remember,
That's the line.
Millennials don't know what 9/11 is.
Honestly,
Yo,
I didn't
what?
remember 9/11 when it happened.
You want to know what's crazy?
That might have a point.
Millennials don't know what
You want to know what's crazy?
Might have a point.
Shout out to Grownish. Y'all watch Grownish? Okay, but I
heard
watch.
about it though.
Okay, but I don't watch Blackish, but I watch Grownish, and she said you were old something. You must have been born when the ball dropped or 2000 or something. I'm like, that's not old. Then I did the math. Damn, it's 18 years ago.
Yeah.
So when she said it, 2000 is old to some people.
Yeah.
I remember Y2K when niggas
She
thought
threw
the
me
lights was
off.
going to turn
I thought she was going to say you must have been born in the
Niggas was
80s.
sitting around looking like, is the lights going? Like, you don't know what
You in the
fuck
house
is
with
gonna
your
happen.
parents, like, yo, is everything gonna die today?
Yeah.
All right, but Q, what we got going on?
I think that's the last time I went
You're
to
the
church on New
lead
Year's.
vocalist. Talk to us. What you got going on with Kon'Trast Records? Entertainment. What is it? Just Kon'Trast. Okay.
I'm trying to like push to be the second album out of I'm about to say
Out of
Motown. and
Motown?
shit.
That's how y'all feeling.
Y'all
feeling Motown.
Top Diddy Gordy got me. He
Top
signed
Diddy
me.
Gordy.
Diddy Gordy.
But I'm trying to be the second album out of Kon'Trast. I've been working on music for like a long time since I pretty much met him. I had no desire to do anything with it other than to just be really good at it and just talk shit to rappers. But
That's a good reason.
Battle rapper?
Yeah, no, not even a battle rapper. I just like to be able to out rap rappers.
Okay,
like, that shit is funny. But yeah. So like, I'm trying to be the second album, and my album is more like neo soul esque, like instrumentation. Yeah, I'm a weird dude, yo. It's different. I'm one of the few people from like this area that I know like myself, and then I just met up with like him and some other people, and it kind of took form from there. And
okay, weird how?
We met at Ryder's Pub. Well, technically, I knew his cousin and his brother in high school, but like we wasn't really close until we got older, and then his cousin was smashing one of my homies. And and she was talking about him all the time, like, yo, you got to meet this dude, Fat Jesus. Like, all he do is talk about music, just like you. And I'm like, all right, word. So he came through, met, he was cool. He talked a lot, but like, you feel me? He knew his shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, I fuck with him. And never stopped. And then we went to the pub. I performed, and he told me it was dope. And then like, this is how I gave him the name Fat Jesus. He came through. Fat, yo, like, he's small compared to when he, like, first.
Yeah, he told us before they lost
My man was, like, 340, like, that height. Like, it was different. So he came through, had flip-flops on, these shorts and a fucking Hawaiian shirt and shit, looking like Charlie Sheen. Like, yo, he about to, like Kev, like, yo, he about to go spit bars.
He
I'm
said
like,
you had the dad vacation outfit on.
Yo, there's no game to that, though.
Dead winter, like how it is.
Yo, this shit is real. There's no game to that.
Oh, man. You a bad boy.
Yo, he was in there.
That's how you know to take him serious.
I met him.
Take him serious.
What's out here?
So, like, he get on stage and he kick off his flip-flops, but this nigga was nice. Like, the crowd up, like, yo, he making people scream Fat Jesus. I'm like, yo, shit.
Yeah.
Damn. And then from there, we just been cool.
That's what's up.
I got a question. So, what are the responsibilities of a lead vocalist?
I do a lot of the writing, and me and him pretty much comprise my whole, like, track list, the sounds, what I'm trying to convey, the plot line to the songs, the overall story to the album. Like, it's really just me and Fat Jesus, and we go through everything because I really trust his music taste over everything. Like, this nigga know music, like, in and out, if nothing else.
So, I like this group shit. I like how y'all
you gotta
come
have
together.
Confidence in your teammates, man. You want to be, you know what I'm saying? You want to be able to make sure that if you overlook a step, that the person behind you, but hey, bro, you might want to tweak that or take a listen to this.
He a dickhead, bro. He'll let you know. He a dickhead, bro.
I like west of the camp.
Yo, where's Bond? Top Diddy Gordy.
I like to ask a certain question. I'm gonna ask all of y'all, well, except for, if you are a musician. You performed live before. Mm-hmm. How was it? Have you ever been booed? What was it? Nervous? Like when did you find your groove on stage, or was you a natural?
So I've never been booed, even in choking. I've never been booed. But I found my groove, like I guess it was 2015, and I was on this college tour, and I was by myself. None of my homies were with me. None of the team was with me, and I just had to keep traveling up North Jersey and like South Jersey back and forth and like a little bit to like Baltimore by myself and just performing this shit. And I was nervous as hell. Like, it's girls there, it's like niggas I've never seen, and I'm like, I don't want to be whack, you feel me? So like that was where it was like, what you gonna do? You gonna be a bitch or you gonna do this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So was choking a lack of preparation, or was it?
Nah, man, it's literally girls, dog. Like, girls be looking at me so intensely in my face that I feel like, yo, I gotta be Drake or not. Like, it's either you're Drake or nothing. So I'm like, if I ain't coming like Drake, then bitch, what are you doing up here?
Yeah,
Right now?
the bar is high.
Why are you
You know what I mean?
Why are you here, Drake or not? Does he rap like Drake?
What was
Reese?
the worst performance you've had?
My bad.
Worst performance I had?
And how many people was there? What's the worst performance you had and the least amount of people you performed in front of?
Least amount of people I performed in was definitely Ryder. Ryder doesn't pack in a lot of people, but it's like, it's artists. It's real artists. Like, it's real people who
that
really
know the
want to get that, like, that moxie to do it themselves.
Yeah.
So you kind of like the catalyst for them.
Gotcha.
But the worst choke I ever had was on that college tour, and it was like 20 people in the crowd, but it's an auditorium, and I was like, these niggas don't even want to fucking be here. I don't want to be here now. So I'm up there, and I'm like, I just started saying the lines, and then I was high. I'm like, I don't remember. So I just ended with like, yeah, that's it, and walk off.
Show's over.
But yo, for real, nobody can tell until you look like shocked or sad or like, well, you know, whatever fucked up about it. So like, they don't really be thinking about it. So it was only me that was like, damn, I just fucked him up real quick. Like, what the fuck did I just do?
Little do y'all know I fucked y'all up.
Yeah, for real,
Y'all don't want to
so.
fuck with me. I'm about to fuck y'all
That
up.
was my worst one. That was by far my worst one.
But you got it now, though. Like, it's like,
yeah.
I think you need those though, because if you don't fuck up, it's just like anything else. If you don't fuck it up first, you want how to do it right. You know what I'm saying? So
Yo,
you got to take those stumbles.
definitely,
You need
definitely
that
gotta fall on
humility
your
in
face.
your life, because if you walk through that whole stage thinking that, yo, you the shit the whole
And everybody
time,
gonna fuck with you and shit. Yeah,
he's gonna fuck you up.
they're gonna sound like 8 Mile in there. He's choking. He's choking.
It's crazy. It's crazy to me because I wish I had people like y'all got a team around y'all. I really didn't have a team.
I used to tell you was corny all the time. You ain't listen to me.
One of my biggest fears is when you go out on stage, everybody put your hands up. And nobody puts their hands up. I didn't have nobody to tell me that that's all right.
Yo, dead ass people still do that though. I don't give a fuck if you fire, yo. They don't know you. They
everybody
will
put
not
your
put
hands
their hands up.
Now my hands is
I got it.
It's different though. Look, at least with your generation, you were dealing with the people who weren't cool, and, like who didn't think it was too cool to be like, I fuck with this.
My generation was
Really?
Exactly how it was.
Oh yeah, it was. Everybody was cool.
Hell
like
yeah.
like
was
y'all.
too cool to
y'all
try
millennials.
something.
I think y'all had more fun. My generations was hoodie. They wasn't dancing to nothing you was doing. They didn't
That's
like
right,
nothing.
Dipset.
It wasn't cool.
It was
to
all
show,
about me
It wasn't
mugging.
cool that you was to show that you was interested in something. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, that nigga, all right.
You couldn't show.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit fire as hell. That nigga, all right, man.
Yeah.
You might hear something.
He ain't going nowhere. I think so.
Yeah, I'm saying. I don't know why, but that shit was stupid.
So,
Man, I feel like it's harder now because like music is so fast. Like you just fast forward through shit. Like
Nothing
you literally
sticks.
go through a month and you might like that shit for like the 2 weeks in the beginning of the month.
Then they gonna ask you, yo, when that new album dropping, Q?
Right.
I just gave you an album 3 weeks ago.
Right, like I don't know. I feel like now it's like, yo, you
definitely a
either
lot faster.
you either
Talk
super
about
hot
it,
or
Reese.
not.
What you got going on?
What do I have going on? Well, I'm in a group with my friend of mine, Anissa Onis. Follow her on Instagram, Slow Nisa. Shout out to her.
What up, Slow Nation?
She about the illest human I know, I swear.
That's a dope type. Yeah, that's a great friend introduction.
She really is. No, she's a cool human.
Hey, why you
like,
you gotta start introducing me, my nigga. I need a dope introduction like
get
that.
you and
What are you talking
Anissa.
about?
You need one. I kid you not.
He ain't my nigga.
This nigga
But-
talking about?
Go ahead.
What is this?
Anyway, go ahead.
But we are down to Mars. She is my producer. She raps occasionally, but I sing, I write, and occasionally rap as well. And right now we are working on a new project. We released the EP October 2016. That was like our first project. And it's like a 5-track EP. It's on SoundCloud, so you guys can check that out.
Definitely will.
I Got You. And mind you, it's humble. Like, the mixing isn't all that great, but I was in my basement going in. But
the grind is real. Listen, that's when you make the best music. The grind is real.
And, you know, I enjoyed it.
We all trying to come up together. Like we ain't superstars.
We all trying to win.
Yeah, we all on the grind.
Word. But yeah.
Okay. So who are your inspirations? Like, where did you say, you know what, hip hop is what I want to do? Like, music, singing is what I want to do.
Oh God, just like I grew up loving music, you know, and my parents are a little bit older. They're like in their like 50s.
Oh, so they got the old.
They got that
the
old
real
school
music.
wave. Yeah, like I grew up on Stevie, Shaka Khan, and my dad he likes all that soul music, but he's also like he grew up in the 80s into the like the 70s into the 80s. So he likes all like the pop and rock music too, because he's a big like Sting, Police fan, Talking Heads. So I have that element too of liking like the older. Like he had his inner white boy in him, and I grew up with
them rock songs from the 80s be fire though.
But when you grow up with that broader of a perspective on music, it helps you out later. You know what I'm saying? Because growing up, a lot of us tend to block that shit out. Man, turn that white boy shit. I don't want to hear that fucking shit.
Yeah,
but when you listen to those instruments, they be killing that shit.
Yo, that Rocky IV soundtrack, all them songs.
Yo, I can't do that to me though.
Right.
That's my one.
Right.
That's my one.
Fire, yeah.
Yeah. So
all of that is just influence, just like what my parents listen to, and my brother too, because my brother's 10 years older than me, and he was into like hip hop. I mean, he likes everything too, because he went to American Boy Choir, and he went to school with predominantly white kids, so he grew up kind of like being exposed to Rage Against the Machine, but he also like Busta Rhymes and Eminem and Dr. Dre. So I grew up around all of that, and I grew up with men because I lived with my father and my dad. And just from that,
wait, who?
Yeah, you get with your father and your dad.
My brother. Sorry,
where are we? Is this the Twilight Zone? Where are we right now?
I got by the Jack. I'm sorry.
Jack. I got by the Jack. So,
yeah.
Father and dad, and brothers.
One brother, one dad. My dad don't
okay.
Like that.
Brother, yeah. I was just joking. So you got your father, brother, just all of those things make up you as an artist. Do you think you have the advantage? Like sometimes an artist, you might have an artist who's just rap, who can just sing. Then you have an artist who has so much, but they don't know how to use it all.
Yeah.
Like, so what do you call like your style of music, and do you think that you are using all the knowledge that you have correctly?
I think my style is very eclectic, just because I like a lot of different things. You know, I would say just kind of like how, like, I would say one of like my biggest inspirations would be like Erykah Badu, just because like that was one of my mom's things. Because I didn't grow up with my mom, but like in the few years that she was prevalent in my life, she was a huge Erykah Badu, Jill Scott fan. Like she loved neo soul and stuff like that. And actually last year I did a project. It's called Selena's Apple Tree. And Selena's my mother, and she was a huge Erykah Badu fan, and I grew up listening to that. And it was the 20th anniversary to Baduism, February 11th, which is coming up on a year. So I did a video project with a few friends of mine, just doing like a medley of Erykah Badu songs, and a video project kind of like as a tribute to my mom and Erykah Badu, because like even though I didn't really grow up with my mom, a lot of things that she liked I started to like later on in my life. And my brother, who grew up with my mom more than I did, he kind of like put that on me. He was like, you know, it's just crazy watching you grow into a woman, just because I see mom in you, even though I was with her more than you were. But you know, like you liking stones and trying to grow plants and stuff like that, and just like you singing. So that, I mean, that played.
Isn't that amazing? You know, it's like sometimes when you talk to your parents,
take away from who you are, man.
Like sometimes when you talk to your parents and they'll say things like y'all can relate to each other. Y'all just actually talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't got to show you nothing. You just get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, any live shows?
We are working on a show.
So you haven't done any yet?
No, I've done some shows.
How were they? Booed, nervous,
I've never
choked?
been booed.
Okay.
I've never choked either. But
Is that a shot?
What?
What's that?
Oh, I've never choked either.
No, I said squad don't get booed. So anybody,
Nah, she said I never choked either. Shots. Okay.
that was not a shot to you.
Okay. So I ain't gotta ask no more.
Nah, but really, Q is like one of
But
the.
I just want to know how
I know.
artists handle it. Not
I
saying
meant to
that
tell you
getting
Like, your
booed.
shit is dope.
Not saying booed is a good thing. I just want to see how people handle the early stages of music and how they bounce back.
Now, there was a lot of botched jobs.
Okay.
It happens. That's a part of what happened.
Get the fuck off. Like, nah.
Okay.
Nah, I've never.
So how is it live? Like,
live? Are you, what you
I get that. Yeah. I've seen you do better.
Shows. I enjoy shows. It's funny because like I get nervous for shows just because I don't do them as often as I would like to. But when I do it, I usually get better feedback than I think. Because as an artist, you critique yourself the most. So I'm like, oh, I didn't get that note. As crisp as I wanted it to be, or like you think of every little detail. But usually shows have been pretty well for me because I've always performed. In high school, I went to Villa Victoria, and it's a Catholic all-girls school, and they do performance arts and stuff like that. So I've always been a part of that, even though it wasn't particularly my style and like what I wanted to do as an artist. But I've always just been in like plays and concerts and stuff like that. So like that stage fright, I've kind of like been a little bit past that. But
nice.
I have a good time. At least I try to have a good time.
Erykah Badu or Lauryn Hill?
Erykah. Oh, that's so hard, but I'm gonna say Erykah.
Yeah, go with your gut. You said Erykah, then you try to. Now just go with your gut.
I love Lauren though. I do love Lauren, and she's from Jersey too.
Yeah,
she's from North Jersey, and I'm from Newark. So like that's kind of like close to home. But I really grew up on Erykah, like studying her, just like her energy too. It's just really.
I can dig it. There's nothing wrong with that. I like that answer.
And you said the EP is up on SoundCloud?
Yes.
You gotta hit us with that link so we can post it.
We gonna post it.
Down to Mars, the number 2. Follow us.
Nice.
And Twitter and Instagram. That other one. Sorry.
Make sure y'all send me all of that.
Sounds.
D2M Sounds.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Righty. Nice.
Manikin.
What's going on?
The homie.
You tell us what's going on. What? Now you describe what you did earlier in the episode. You got your own shop. But as far as the label go, what is Manikin doing with the label?
Okay, so I'm currently in the writing stages of an EP that I want to release. Don't have a title for it yet, but I am half mannequin, half human, so definitely using that as inspiration for this project that I got coming up.
What does your name mean?
Manikin?
Yeah.
So Manikin first came about for the business because what I believe when it comes to anything is self-expression. And one thing about the mannequin is it doesn't conform to anything. Like you can get a short mannequin, you can get a tall mannequin, you can get any kind of mannequin that you want. So when I built the Manikin, the fashion brand, it was to, show my diverse style and clothing and not box it in, basically. So pouring that over into my lane of music, I create music. So it's not like I grew up in the hood. I live in Trenton, New Jersey, but I still wear platform boots if I want to the corner store if I need to go grab something. So I know
I want a cheesesteak and we put on my platforms.
I put on my little platforms and, I put on my little British accent sometimes, if I need to, something like that.
I got a question. I always wanted to ask a millennial this, and I had the question, but I might change the words a little bit. Y'all are the era of we don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I don't know about the rest of them,
I think
I don't give a fuck.
Right? No. Where did that come from?
I don't know where to buy fucks.
Well,
y'all.
For me,
hey, talk about it because I think we cared. I think we cared too much.
I think if you were in the era of Dipset,
well, Dipset was.
Yeah, he got a point. Yeah, he got a point.
506, Trenton.
He got a point. That was a different time.
Yeah, you gotta think about like not just
Day.
not just millennials, but I said that
it was
word
very
wrong.
different.
But look at where we're from. Like there's a culture, you know, coming from Trenton, especially if you was in Trenton in the 2000s. If you was here around 03, 04, then your fucks is already out the window. Like that's just right out the bat. Somebody was whooping your ass for no reason. You had you had every gang or everybody who wants to be a gang popping up out the woodworks. You had your can band, the snowman. Like if you're from Trenton, in the time of 03, 04, then yeah. You just do not.
It was a wild time around that time.
That was high school. That shit was
nuts. Murder. It was a wild time. They was beefing with G-Shine. Like shit was a lot was going on.
Yeah.
So little niggas thinking they was like R Unit and all that other shit. You remember R Unit and Blacktop and shit? Back
to my
White Diamond.
I don't know what the hell they talk about.
I remember.
Back to my man Manikin though. Where did was grandfather fashionable? Because I be seeing like
what?
Well, sometimes like it comes like, you know, just like we said with, you know, with mom and dad, we get it from our parents. Fashion normally gets passed down. Grandpa was fly. You know, my grandma was always fly.
Well, I don't know about all of that. I don't know if they was like fly though. My grandpa was a professional fighter. His name was George Johnson. He traveled the world.
Okay.
He was dope.
That's what's up.
My dad though, I just found out the other day that he used to own East Saint Laurent. I'm like, how the fuck do you know what East Saint Laurent is? So I couldn't I knew he wasn't lying because.
Wait, say again. Say that.
We was in my shop one day. He was like, "Yeah, I remember I used to have like this East Saint Laurent John with the little Louis." I'm like, "Wait a minute, what you had? Like, how do you even know who East Saint Laurent is?" Yeah. So he was like, "Man, who do you think you get it from?" So I guess that's where I kind of picked it up from. But honestly, like fashion, like my style came as a defense mechanism, basically, because like I was born with a disability. Like my arm was injured at birth, so like I was tormented growing up.
I had no idea.
I know. A lot of people don't. A lot of people, but it ties into the story. So that's why now I can talk. I can be able to just like say it up front versus like waiting for somebody to like get into it or whatever the case may be. So that's kind of how I kind of got my style. I'm like, I started dressing and I started feeling good because I wasn't feeling good about myself. So that's how I got into the fashion at an early age.
Oh,
and kind of developed and into that. But I started music first. Like I used to write music. Years ago. My gosh, wretched.
Right music, right music as in what?
Like, I was trying to sing, but I'm not a singer. Like Q, I'm not a singer. I was trying to like harmonize. I don't know what the fuck I was doing.
I mean, but, in 2000, what's that T-Pain thing he do?
Auto-tune.
I ain't know nothing about
auto-tunes.
I was doing it by it was literally me, just like how I was feeling.
Tone, huh?
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know nothing about no auto-tune. I was just like,
auto-tune used to be the fan.
Right.
Yeah. I can sing in the fan. That's a fact.
Manikin, I got a question for you, right?
Yeah,
and pardon me if it's too personal, right?
Nope.
But growing up with your unique style and, like you said earlier, growing up in the hood, most motherfuckers got a specific mentality towards people who present themselves differently from others. Have you ever experienced any bullying experiences or any situations where you had to defend who you are naturally against people? And, you know what I'm saying? How did you come about that?
Yeah, that's a lot. It happened a lot, basically. Yeah. It happened just from having my left arm being like this to also who I am as a person. I'm a free-spirited individual. Like, I like guys and I like boys. I mean, girls, shit. Excuse me. We're living in the twilight world.
I'm glad you cleaned that up.
I meant to say girls too. Not boys. Yeah, I'm in the Twilight Zone. I'm sorry. I'm over here with Reese.
It's a good ass episode, man.
So yeah. I like. I don't have a preference when it comes to who I deal with. It depends on energy. I'm an energy boy. So just like me and my style is like. To me, it's regular, but to other people, I guess it's like out there. People compare me to Prince, whatever. I like Prince. I just researched him. He's amazing, by the way. But like I used to be in the regular streets because I'm from the hood. So like I wear a pink blazer and like dudes would be riding by. Like they would say like the craziest shit. Like I had this one dude who literally tried to like kick me. I'm like, yo, if you kick me, I'm gonna fuck you up. Like dead ass. Like I'm gonna fuck you up if you kick me. Just like I got on I'm dressed or whatever. But like
just because I got on this pink blazer don't mean I won't put the paws on you.
Right. And I always had hitters around me anyway. Like my whole
my family.
You had
like,
hitters around you.
Oh, always.
All the
Still
time.
do. Like they
Still
always
do.
and they always call me like, yo, you good? Like every time I'm out, they like, yo, you good? Just because like again, we live in a society where people judge people for everything. Like and don't judge themselves. Like me, I look at myself first. And anything that I do, because I need to make sure that I know who I am in the situation. Really not trying to be like, look at it through the whole spectrum of life, but really in a moment. Like, if I'm in a moment, who am I in this moment? Like, how do I feel or whatever the case may be?
Right.
If I don't like a certain thing, I'm not going to exude the negative energy of what I could do. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to think about the situation. Again, like the dude, he tried to kick me. I'm like, if you kick me, you're going to get fucked up.
Yeah.
You're really going to get fucked up. And a couple times too, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
You motivational, man. Like,
What's
yeah,
up,
like
man?
be who you are. Be yourself.
Unapologetically, fuck that.
Oh yeah, I mean, shit. You get talked about for doing, like, you get talked about when you try to do the right shit or you don't try to do the right shit. I say, do you so you don't get gray hair early and you know what I'm saying? You go to sleep at night.
Ain't no point of stressing over motherfuckers.
I got a question.
It don't matter, man.
The platform shoes. You ever had to fish in them?
I did
Dolomite joints.
No. That's good that you said that because we're actually putting together 70s party at the House of High End.
I'm going.
I got to be there.
What? I'm going to come.
It's gonna be lit.
Hey, International Players Ball, baby.
We like
International Players Ball.
we finalizing a date now. It's gonna be it's coming up in the next couple weeks.
Top hat with no shirt and a cape out that motherfucker.
Being there like the player.
Right. So yeah, I'm looking for some fish. I'm gonna put some fish in the bottom of some shoes.
Oh shit!
Be gentle with the fish. We seen what can happen when you walk with the fish.
Well, you know, I'm gonna change when I start dancing.
Right.
Up on the floor,
Walk in with the fish, stunt with the fish,
it's stunt
take
with
a
the
pic
fish.
with the fish,
Exactly.
and then you go change.
Yeah, exactly.
So when did you come into the fold?
Not too long ago.
Not too long ago. Oh, so you're the latest member, newest? No.
I think so, right?
I mean, I've
I don't
heard
know.
of Manikin's work like way before, you know what I'm saying, like just through the town. Like I have a couple of friends who've done photo shoots with you and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, and your name's always been brought up. So I've heard of you definitely prior to I've heard of your work definitely prior to you meeting here today. So
Yeah.
absolutely. I just want to let you know that.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
And,
Shout out to the town.
Speaking on the label, this all is still, fairly new. Everybody kind of, joined on at the same time, you know what I mean? And everybody has personal connections to me, whether, is friend related, family related, and I'm a fan of everybody that I have a part of the roster, you know what I mean? Like, just, speaking on the cool shit that, Manikin do. Art All Night, the last Art All Night, he had motherfuckers walking behind him in a V formation. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. They were in formation. This is
The whole night?
They were just walking the whole night in formation.
Or the flying V? The mighty
I might have
flying V?
I might have seen you niggas. I don't know.
You might have. So how that came? It's called the Mannequin Fashion Flash Mob. It's something that I created.
Mighty Ducks, the flying V all night.
No.
You know when they did the flying V, the game was over. They was about to score, nigga. You knew that shit.
The game was over. The movie
game
was
was
about to be
over.
Yeah, these niggas was crazy. But yeah, that came about because I produce fashion shows too here in the town, and because I started going to school and doing all kind of shit. Doing a production costs, first of all, a hell of a lot of bread. So I'm like, how can I showcase my fashion for free in a place where I can show it to the masses, like white, black, young, old. So I'm like, Art All Night, I went. I'm like, yo, it's so me, it's diverse. I'm like, fuck that, yo. I got a team of girls and guys that work with me, like hairstylists, makeup artists, whole glam and shit. And I'm like, yo, let's do this. Like, we're going to get a speaker. We're going to go out there. We have rehearsed it and everything. And literally, my brother started the music at the wrong fucking time. And we just had to, jump into that shit. But what I like about the magic that we have is, we make it work. Like, I always tell them, I'm like, we got a routine, but it's mad fluid. So it's fluidity in it. So if something fuck up, it don't matter because you can catch the beat, whatever the case may be. And, yo...
What? So what happens, right, when y'all walking through do motherfuckers get out the way when they see that V?
Oh yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like when my brother he hit the because I make the music, I mix the shit too. So
okay, okay, my bad.
Yeah, so what I do is I gotta grab the attention. So a lot of my music may start with a bullhorn or some sirens and shit. So when we did that, I had a shirt that had black literally on this was when Beyonce Formation came out. I was feeling inspired, so I made a shirt and just wrote black on the shit. And like I had the girls, we had the Manikin Mob sign. So the white people they turn around like, is they about to like shoot us up? Like what's going on? Because there's a bunch of black people. Right, they got black on her shirt. They got sirens.
Shit, nigga, Black Lives Matters is here.
Yeah. Shout out to that melanin. So yeah, they moved like I got it on footage on YouTube. Like they literally parted ways, and once they got into it, like, you know, they started like loving it, and like a lot of the diverse crowd came to me after like, yo, I might have never seen, like, is that your hair? Is that like a crown? Like, what is that shit? I'm like, it's just dread. I just tied it up, but I understand that. But nah, seriously.
It's just dreads, niggas.
I just tied it up.
I you never seen no fucking dreads before. You never seen a man bum, motherfucker?
Right, exactly. Come on, man. But like, it's an effect. For me, it's all about effects. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a performance. Like, I wasn't performing music, but I was like performing for the people. Like I would record my voiceover on music to like grab the people's attention, let them know who the hell we are first, so they don't like call the cops on us and shit. So, you know,
I can dig it. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. It's a lot of positive energy, man. People, unique individuals. I like that.
The cool shit, man. Everybody has their own little.
That's how it's supposed to be,
shit.
man.
That's what this label is really just a bunch of.
But if you
can't
be yourself, right? Like yourself is your gift to whatever it is. Just being in life, you are the gift to the world because nobody else can be who you are. Mm-hmm. Too many times people suppress who they are to fit in and end up losing themselves and doing this bullshit. But
I don't follow suit.
Nah, absolutely not, man. If you really confident enough to be yourself, then the right people will follow you anyway. So
yeah.
All right. Well,
yeah.
You know, that's it. You know, we appreciate y'all coming through, man. We got one more segment where he digs a hole and he talks about what some idiot did. And then after that, you know, we'll say our pieces. We'll, you know what I mean? Y'all can shout out your social medias or whatever. So y'all can just relax right now.
Okay.
Y'all ain't got to say a thing. This is all on him.
Hey, hello everybody. My name is Fresco. Dig a hole and bury yourself, you motherfuckers. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this individual, but this individual is a Philadelphian artist by the name of PnB Rock. Okay? PnB Rock. I meant to look his name up to see what the PnB stands for. So we're just going to leave it at that. PnB Rock. Now, I'm not sure if you remember. I'm not sure how long ago this was, but a little while ago. Do y'all remember when Lil B got jumped at that festival? By A Boogie? Well, PnB Rock was involved in that shit too. So fast forward, from him acting like the dumbass then, fast forward to this now. I believe he's booked for a show, and the promoters got him a hotel. And in the hotel, he's smoking weed like niggas do. Not gonna lie, I probably would have been smoking too. But I'd have figured out a way to fucking kill the smell. He didn't figure out a way to kill the smell. Hotel managers called, they get kicked out the hotel. Rightfully so. You're smoking weed in the fucking hotel. I don't know what you think what other consequences would be when you get caught doing so. Well, like the nigga that he is, he wouldn't just leave in a good fashion. He then proceeds to record himself pissing all over the hotel room. He's pissing all over the hotel room and all over the hotel bathroom. Hey, man, listen. I know niggas don't like rules. I don't like rules. But when you get caught breaking them, you got to pay your dues, man. You got to do whatever it is that you're not, that whatever that authority at that time delegates to you upon that moment. I don't know what you think. Like, what did they do wrong to you that you had to piss over their shit? You were smoking in their hotel, possibly damaging some of their business. I'm not sure. It probably was a no smoking room too at that. So you was double wrong. You was double fucking wrong because the neighbor in the next room and a room over and across the hall smelled the weed, and now the hotel has a complaint. Next thing you know, they got bad reviews on Yelp. Ain't nobody sleeping in this motherfucker no more. They lose money all because you want to smoke weed. Then you piss all over their shit. Imagine if your grandmother was a housekeeper at a hotel and she comes home and tells you, yeah, I had to wash some sheets because some motherfucker decided to piss on them today. Those people ain't do nothing to you. Those people got to work there too, and they don't deserve to be cleaning up no pissy sheets because you want to be irresponsible and piss on some shit when you weren't supposed to be doing what you were doing to get yourself kicked out the hotel anyway. This is a classic case of niggerdom. That's what it is. This is a classic case of niggerdom. You can't break the rules, get caught, and then break more rules. Like you gotta stop bullshitting somewhere, my nigga. You gotta fucking walk this straight line here. I don't know what you were thought. And then why don't niggas record this shit? I don't get this. This is the shit about the millennial shit I don't get. Why do you have to record yourself doing the bullshit? If you would have just pissed in a room, you know, they would have figured out it was you, but they wouldn't have known for sure. Like, you don't give a motherfucker the evidence to say, hey, it was you. You gotta investigate with me. Hey, man, that wasn't me. What the fuck you talking about? You can't even say it wasn't you. You did it to yourself. If you get caught, who else you gonna get mad at? The cameraman? Man, when I told you to record me, you should have said no. Like, what? Like, nigga, this was your idea. What the fuck is you talking about? You niggas gotta stop doing this bullshit, man. And for these particular reasons, PnB Rock, a.k.a. 2017 Jeffrey the Giraffe, you gotta dig a hole and bury yourself, man. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
And there it is, episode 70. So, how was your time on the Podcast Brothers podcast? How was it?
Dope podcast.
Oh, nah. Hey, man.
You good, bro.
Yeah,
Fuck
you good,
that.
man.
You know,
better
just
be
like every
sweet.
podcast.
Huh?
Just like every podcast, man. This is
Blessings.
one for the books.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
man.
Once again, shout out to
Absolutely.
Fat Jesus for hounding
Shout
me.
out to the whole squad, man.
Well,
Yes,
I want to
yes.
shout out
Thank you.
Fat Jesus first because he's like, yo, what's up? What's up? I like, yo, I'm coming. He said, nah.
Oh,
Told me January.
I ain't forget about that other DM. We gonna talk.
Which one?
Come on, I ain't gonna say it.
Which one?
Shout out to the
We gonna
label.
talk.
I appreciate y'all coming through.
Thank you for having us.
Hey, we gonna do this
Yeah.
again and
out of
again.
business.
Now that I know, I'm gonna be looking for that V. Art all night. I'm gonna be looking for you.
70s party too. Make sure
Oh yeah, I think about the seven.
everybody get there.
I'm
Yo,
gonna
matter
be
of
there.
fact, shout out to
All
our social
night.
media
70s
handles
party.
and shit,
We
so
talking
we can
about
know where to
that,
holler at y'all at.
Spin that mic around, Q.
AFR 360 on Instagram and
Other ones don't matter.
It's all about the grand.
My personal, this is Reese. Personal Instagram is Queen_Reese Tia. Down to Mars is D2M Sounds on Twitter and Instagram. If you look on this for Facebook and whatnot, Down to Mars, down to the number 2.
Nice.
This is Manikin. To all the Fly Girls, Fly Boys, follow me on Instagram.
Talk that shit.
Real Life Manikin. You can follow my company, Manikin Mob. That's Manikin. That's how I spell Manikin. That's how you should spell it too. And you can check my website out, www.manikinmob.com. Facebook, can't give you that. It's personal. But yeah, just follow me on Instagram and check out my YouTube channel. It's called The One Hand Sewing Man. I'll be doing DIY sewing tutorials, how to work a safety pin 5 ways so that way you be legit when you go out and you don't fall the fuck apart, all right? Thank you.
There it is. That's some self-promotion right there.
Yeah,
Right there.
he was ready.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at QPocShakur, and that is about it.
And last but not least, you can follow me at Fat Jesus. That is FVT_GZUS. That's how I spell Jesus, and you should too.
Hey.
Yeah.
And you can follow.
Oh, yo. Now y'all giving spelling bee lessons and shit to the world.
Follow the label at
Now everybody got to change their spelling.
TRVST. That
Nigga,
is
you
Kon'Trast,
dyslexic. That's how you
the
spell it.
label. Yeah, man. Yeah, sometimes I fuck up. It's okay.
You seen the
But
words
this is
wrong.
Kon'Trast, the label. This is a little bit of Kon'Trast, the label. We are happy to, fuck with the podcast brothers, and it's
Absolutely.
an honor.
Absolutely.
And we thank you for having us.
Oh man, appreciate it.
y'all
We're gonna do
being
this
here.
again.
Hey, I want to give a personal shout out to my homie, man. Her name is Tay Slay. I_am_Tay Slay _. She's got hired to be one of Tahiri's hairstylists in her new salon in Hoboken, man.
That's
so
super dope.
that's a good look. So shout out to the homie Tay Slay, man.
She
Check
had
her
the
out.
Watch Your Life T-shirt on.
Yeah, she homies with the TOS podcast.
Oh, nice,
with Jay and
nice.
Yeah.
I was looking like,
She had the Watch Your Life
yeah.
T-shirt on while she was
That's
she was
double
doing Tahiri's
fire.
hair. So yeah, shout
Hey
out to
man,
her.
And since we doing shout outs, if I could just interrupt 1 second.
Do your thing.
Shout out to Easy Mac. You know,
Shout out to Easy Mac.
Shout out
If y'all don't
CKS
put 100
Magazine.
on that shit, I'm gonna be checking. If y'all don't put 100 on that shit, I'm gonna be highly disappointed.
Fat
That's
Jesus
just me
says so.
personally. But you know, that's because I approve this shit. You know, shout out Kev, get better, get well soon.
Facts,
Shout out
yes.
the rest of the team.
Mag.
CKS Magazine, 187,
Squad.
DAP, New
Hey.
Kon'Trast. We all up in this bitch.
Third Eye Bear.
And I'm gonna stop talking.
Third
now.
Eye Bear.
I said everything that I had to say. Third Eye Bear, Down to Mars, Manikin Mob. Is that everything?
Is it everything?
The podcast,
Let's
brother.
do it. Keep going.
One more time for Onus, the arsonist who couldn't make it because she's being a student in Philadelphia. Shout out to
Doing her
Anita,
Shout out to your
my
schmarts.
producer, the illest ever, and all the Sloan kids because her siblings are ill too. They do they do beats. They lit, and she's a web designer too. So
Shout
if you
out
need
my
your
mama.
web design, follow Sloanisa at Instagram. Anissa Sloan. Shout out to her.
I can dig it. I can dig it. Keep
Me
it.
and my mom
Shout out
got
to
beef
all my
right now.
mannequins out there. I love y'all so much.
And
Nice.
if you haven't left us a review on Apple Podcasts yet, do so.
And I call my followers disciples.
Disciples. They okay. We got the mannequins and the disciples. Y'all got it on lock. Yo, this was episode 70, man. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.